So I have moved the van across the parking lot, so it looks like I'm using it every day, and this is where I'll be doing the thermostat housing. Okay, back on the van. I've got the van moved across in the parking lot. I'm going to be doing this yeah, just pull the road off. That's how bad it is. Going to be doing this top thermostat housing. Yeah, I'm not going to put that vacuum switch in. It's going to get a direct vacuum signal here to the vacuum advance. But you can see how corroded this is, so I'll be replacing that. And I'll check the rest of these hoses. Well, this hose here, right here, is bypassing the heater. There's the heater box there, so there must be a leak inside this heater box. But right now I won't be dealing with that. Maybe in the future when I continue on with the dash work, I'll be doing that. I'll pull the box out and check the heater core. But for now, this is what I really need to do. Thermostat housing, thermostat, vacuum line there. Check all these hoses, make sure there's no leaks. I do have another water pump, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with this water pump right now, so we'll just leave it as it is. And then after that, we'll be getting onto the carburetor. I've got a carburetor kit and we will be rebuilding the carburetor together. Haha. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, as well as the new thermostat housing, thermostat, gasket, I do have this new little bypass hose which is right next to the heater hose. So I will be doing this and anything else that's needed in the area. Nice and quiet this morning, no one around, so I'm going to start. Man, that's really brittle. Chunk just broke off. Alright, there's the little bypass hose. Now we'll get the housing off. It's getting dirty now, so put the gloves on. There it is. Whew, look how corroded that is. And let's see if we can get this thermostat out. There it goes. This is another thing I'm going to go taking care of is I'm going to make a little connection here, a little bracket, tie these two together so the fan shroud does not hit the fan. I'm just going to finish cleaning this up. Then I'll put the new thermostat in, just like that. And then the new housing. Make sure these threads are lubricated. That's looking a lot better. I'm just going to tighten these bolts up. Thermostat's in there. New gasket. All cleaned up, ready to go. Okay, I got these, got the hose on. Now I just got to situate these clamps. Tighten them up. Yeah, it's turned out a pretty good job so far. I've tightened those clamps. Now I'll just put this heater bypass line back on, and then the top hose and the little vacuum line to the vacuum advance, and we're all done. I'll fill it full of water. A bit of temporary butchery done here. I've got the vacuum line hooked up, and I've plugged off this other line. So hopefully no vacuum leaks, and we'll just roll with this until one day I will re-plumb all this, maybe when I do the carburetor. Anyway, continuing on, got the top hose to put on there. Well, that wasn't a bad repair at all. I mean, went pretty smooth. Hopefully it won't leak. I'll just put some I'm just going to put water for now, just to make sure we don't have any other leaks. There was the old thermostat. There's a piece of the thermostat housing that broke off. Man, she was pretty rotten. Okay, water all topped up, ready to start. Let's see if we got any more leaks. Hopefully not. Okay, got it running. Checking the still waiting for the top hose to warm up. See if the thermostat is circulating. Well, it could be the right reading. I'm just going to have to test this later. I don't have my tester with me today, so I made sure that was nice and tight up there. And it must be somewhat reading, because I mean, it doesn't feel like it's overheating. So that's as high as it's going. I'm going to turn it off. And the gauge does start to drop, so it is actually moving, but yeah, I'll have to get my thermometer onto it and find out if it's a true reading or not. I don't want it to be overheating going down the road, you know what I mean? Okay. I think I'm going to fire up the van today, and I've got my digital temperature reader. As you can see, just this should, it's telling me it's 95 here in the, depending on where you point it to the to the hot spot there on the no, 114. I don't think so, but 84 there. So I'll get some contrast on and fire it up and get some temperatures on the radiator. Okay, you're going to get the van fired up. It does need a shot of carb cleaner to get it running, because the carburetor needs rebuilding. It's 63 degrees right now, so just wait until thermostat opens, and we'll go with that, and we'll get some temperatures. Yeah, let me try it on the body out here. Okay, that's in direct sunlight on the bodywork. Over 70 degrees on the top hose. Okay, 97 right now, 100, top hose, 77, doesn't quite open yet, all the way, 78 right there, 79, 80, 81, and climbing. Okay, right here at the top tank. The hose goes in 150, 153. The gauge, it's climbing. It's still in the cold region. I'm wondering if I got a problem with the sender unit. We'll see. Let's watch the temperatures as we go. Radiator 147. Okay, it's just still warming up. Seems to be running pretty good. Check the temperatures again. Top hose, 162. You know what? It's staying steady. I think this cooling system, this is like an extra huge radiator we have in this thing, so maybe it's normal. I'll have to go for a drive and then check the temperature gauge. You know, I would figure this would be at least at 180 by now. It's staying 162, 164. Yeah, so this gauge may be reading okay. So we'll just roll with this at the moment until I go for a test drive itself. Okay, that's time. Let's go for a test drive. See what this temperature gauge does while we're on the road. Okay, the temperature gauge, it's like it's moving up a little bit, so maybe that's all it needed was a drive. Okay, back from my drive, you can see that the gauge has moved a little bit higher. Now I'm going to check it with the temperature and reader and see what happens. Okay, at least I know it's not overheating. At the thermostat housing, it's 135, 140. Up here at the top radiator tank, it's 169. I mean, you know, thermostat's rated fully open at 180, so I think we're doing okay. And if it does move a little bit higher up on the gauge, at least I know exactly that it's not overheating. And also I put the van in a different place, that way I can do maybe take the carburetor off in this place down here. Less people will see me working on it. So this is the new parking space. This is the new parking space, at least for a little while. So making progress slowly. Let's have a look underneath. Don't see any signs of leaking. So finally, after doing both those freeze plugs and the thermostat housing and the bypass hose, I think we got it now. At least we can start driving it. So next job, carburetor.